This is a video on how to connect and use the Logitech conference cam that you can borrow from the Hans W. Clone Commons for holding Skype for business meetings or Teams meetings. So this camera can be used on any computer on campus and projected, onto any computer monitor or any classroom projected screen, wherever you'd like. So if you were going to be using it in a classroom, you would just plug it into the classroom computer that's in the room and then follow the regular instructions you would for projecting the content of the classroom computer onto the screens. The room's a little bit different, so I don't want to go into too much detail about what that's going to look like exactly. And you can follow up for instructions, or you can just look at the instructional videos on how to use your particular room. But again, once you connect the device to a computer, then you just need to make sure you're sharing that computer with the projector or the wall-mounted monitor into a classroom in order to share the content and see that device on the screens. Okay, so when you borrow the Logitech camera from the Hans W. Clone Commons, it's going to come in this nice heavy-duty case, and it's going to have 3 parts to it, and really technically 4. So the main part you're going to see is the camera itself. So it's this nice big heavy-duty tube camera, and unfortunately, because I'm using this one-handed while I videotape, I couldn't show you how to connect the wires and do it without knocking the camera over one-handed. But bear with me, and we'll show you how to connect it as best we can. And the camera also comes with this handy-dandy dual lens cover / remote control. So in order to use the device, you need to remove the remote and expose the lens here. And then with the remote control, you have the ability to mute your call or unmute your call, turn the volume down, turn the volume up, move the camera lens up, down, left, or right. You can zoom out, you can zoom in, and you can place a call or you can hang up a call. So those are handy things you can do with the remote control. Some other features here while we're looking at the camera. The only buttons you really need to worry about are on the top. So we have 4 buttons on the top. The center one is power. Now I will tell you that even if you don't have the device plugged into power, it is battery operated. So the device will run without power. I do suggest though for a call that you plug the power into the device just to make sure that you don't have the battery drop in the middle of the call. But if it's got any charge left in it at all, you will find that the device comes on even if you don't have it connected to power. And the only other button you need to worry about here on the top is this front one, which turns on the video conferencing capabilities. Just so you know, this one here is Bluetooth, so it allows you to connect to a Bluetooth speaker, and this one lets you connect to a wireless display like the Crestron Air Media. But for our purposes on campus, we're generally going to be connecting with video to a computer, and you're going to want this first button here to be the one you press. Okay, but we're getting a little ahead of ourselves because we haven't connected it to a device yet. So what we're going to do is you have 2 cables that come with the device. We're just going to turn the camera around. The first one is a mini USB device, and it's the only port, if I could take this out without knocking the camera over, that you see, and it looks very similar to this, but it runs vertically up and down the device. So you're going to plug the little mini USB end of the cable into the camera here, and then you come over to your laptop, and it's just a regular USB that you're going to plug into your laptop. And that's your connection between the camera and the computer is all done. And if it was fully charged, you wouldn't need another cable. So it recognized it just got plugged in, so it's making a little noise there. And then underneath that cable, you can see is the power cord. And it's just a little circular power adapter that you're used to seeing on lots of devices. So it's the only circular port on the back of the device that you just simply plug the power cord into. And then you can see that great big honking adapter on the floor is the other end of the cord. So that's it. 2 cables, 2 ports, plug it in, and you're now ready to set up a video conference on your computer. And again, you'll just want to make sure you turn on the power and then turn on the video, and then you can use your remote control to control. If you're not happy with what the camera's seeing, you can zoom in or out and move the camera around, and then you're ready to log into your Skype for business meeting or your Teams meeting. And in the next video, we'll just show you a few ways to make sure that your meeting is using the Logitech Connect camera.